I'm really, really happy to introduce Nicola. We've known each other for many, many years now, Nicola. It's been many years.
40, I think.
Oh my goodness.
I know, doesn't that make sense?
Something like that. Decades, decades and decades. And I'm really happy because Nicola's going to do a completely practical session. We're going to be doing Qigong for the next hour, and I really could do with it myself. And I've made some space behind me. I'm going to be joining in, and I'm going to give the camera right over to Nicola. So she'll be full screen, and we can all just join together and spend an hour doing some Qigong, exploring the meridians, the central channels, and the dantians. So, yeah, really looking forward to it. Over to you, Nicola.
Brilliant. Oh, well, welcome everyone. And yeah, as Cliff said, this is a practical session. So get in your space, stand up, and really it's good to tune in. So even if you just want to do it as a more relaxed sort of meditation and listen, the game is to tune into the chi field. So if you're just coming as a tourist, it'd probably be a bit dull. It's much better to at least sit down and wave your hands around or try and interiorize what I'm saying. Those of you who are very enthusiastic, you might want to have a notebook and do some quick sketches or write some haiku or some words as we go through. So this is my plan, quick overview. We're going to do some work on the central channels. We're going to get some alignment. I can't see my feet. I'll just adjust the camera. We're going to do some alignment. We're going to get into physical body first. So if you're up and standing, do some stretches, jiggling, yawn, whatever your body wants. There's no rules right now. We're then going to come into the heart, the middle Tanchen, and start to feel our chi ball. Oh, sorry, I've got the back to front looking at myself on the mirror, the wrong mirror. So heart, belly, heart, and then we'll do a little bit of work with the upper Tanchen, just tuning into our mind, that place where the Shen rests. So our chi body, what is 5 meters big? It changes, everything changes, its energy can go really big. And that's one of the advantages of doing this online, is that you can expand your chi field as much as you want. Sorry, I look at my arms, I must look at the blood. I must look at the little green dot. Okay, so let's start. So this is in memory of Pauline, who died about 10 years ago, just over 10 years ago. And what I want to give you is a sense of the bodies. She called her work quantum, and it's because of the change from the physical to the energetic to the Shen body. We didn't really like that word because it is more of a rainbow than leaps between the bodies, but you see what you feel. I mean, you might get more of a Pauline interpretation and really feel the change between the two. So right now, tune into your physical body. So maybe just rub your skin, rub your hands together, brush off your face, see what you can feel, take a deep breath, have a stretch and a yawn. Do whatever feels good for your body. Start to feel your feet on the floor, feet on the earth. So wherever you're standing, in my Zooms, I quite often get people in their gardens, but I don't know if many of you will be doing that. Wherever you are, tune into the earth, feet on the earth. So use your bubbling spring point. You're all shiatsu people, you know that well. Feel the kidney one on the earth, and from it grow beautiful roots into the earth, into the earth. I'm giving you a new point, Qigong point, just in front of the heels, on the sort of Masanaga small intestine line. We've got let me show you my foot. Just in front of the heel, sort of matching the bubbling spring point. There's another point which helps ground. And if you use those 4 points, it's a really good way to feel into the earth. We call it the Zheijing point because he's the one who teaches it us. Whatever. See if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, ignore it. So feet on the earth. Bring your attention into the belly, into the first Tanchen. And so have a sense of this physical body. When I was a kid, I had a toy called a Mr. Weebly, which was a toy that didn't fall over. See if you can get a sense of that. Your beautiful points in your instep, connecting your roots down into the earth, your legs a little bit like roots, and your belly unable to be pushed over. Those of you who do Aikido or something will be good at having your 1 point. See if you can feel that center of the gravity. We're going to just rotate the hips now. Imagine holding a ball, but the light in your hips. Just rotate the hips, just starting to feel into your energetic body. And really tune in to your physical body, your being. It does include some energy. It's your breath and your heartbeat are all part of your energy. And just see if you can get that not falling over doll feeling. Let's reverse. Let's go the other way. Feeling into your lower Tanchen, your weight, your being. Lovely. If you can, tune into the others doing it. We've got Cliff in the background. I know there's some of you joining in. I can feel that sort of earthy connection. All of us being quite grounded and physical right now. Feet on the planet. Belly feeling like it's full of chi and energy and strength. Have a shimmy and a shake. Let that go. Feel your belly a little bit longer. We're going to do the other rolling the ball this way. So we're going to scoop the energy, wave hands in clouds, or just play with the ball. Just starting to feel a little bit more of the energy connecting to the belly. So our physical body, the center of this grounded being, our human being. Lovely. And let that go. Feel your feet on the floor, wriggle your toes a little bit. Just notice how you feel right now. Maybe you need to do another stretch and a yawn, especially if you listen to all of Dan. I caught the end of it. It was intense. Do watch his video. The mad Ewoks are great. Okay, and then take your attention to your heart, your middle Tanchen. So this is the center of all of your energy. The energy just around you, the energy in your chi ball. It goes below the feet, it goes above your head. It's constantly changing. And we're going to do this exercise to connect. It's like the top of the healing form, those of you who know that. Fingers connect to your heart. Open to possibility. Open to the edge of your chi ball. Open to the edge of your energy. And this can be big, but there is an edge to it. It's a cloudy edge. It's like the edge of a cloud. It's not like a skin. Do the same above your head. Reach up. See how far you can feel up. I can feel beyond my ceiling. I can get to my roof, I think, today. That's quite good. But that's the sort of edge of my chi ball. When we come to doing the Shen, we can go forever. Bring the energy in. Just let this be an exercise for you as well. Open wide. Open the heart, open to transformation, open to possibility, lift up, connect, and bring that energy in. So we're just opening our arms around the heart. Start to have a sense of this chi ball, reaching around, gathering the chi. Let's see if I can go back a little bit. Oh, breathe, smile. Has the energy changed? I've lost my feet. We're doing this opening the heart. My feet aren't so conscious. Feel the energy around you and through you. Bring the hands, point at the heart. So this is the middle Tanchen, treasure house. Center of our chi ball, our ether body. And it changes hugely. So, you know, yours will be different to mine. Mine will be different to yours. Mine will be different in 5 minutes when I start doing the Shen. Notice how that feels. Connect to your heart. It's like a little light. I'm going to finish this session later with the 3 stars. And I really love the analogy of a star being the center of your Tantian, because it's like the sun. It's a huge star full of power and light and heat and energy. But it's also a tiny pinprick of light in the very center of your aura. And if you can keep that paradox in mind, you really start to get how these Tantian feel. Okay, and we're coming up to the upper Tantian. We're going to open the arms. Something's happening to my sound. Okay, going to use this diamond. You have to speak to me. I can't read the chat from here if there's something I need to do. That thing flashing. Otherwise, beautiful diamond of energy coming into your third eye, your upper Tantian, your mind. This is the temple of the Shen. This is the part of our energy that can extend forever. It was a beautiful moon last night, and some of me looked at the moon. Soften your shoulders, don't hold your arms up there if it feels uncomfortable. Just imagine you're doing it, release your hands if that's too much. Otherwise, have that sense of a diamond bringing light into the very center of your mind, the star in your mind, the temple of your Shen. We're going to do this exercise. We're going to gather the chi. Ooh, here we go. Hello.
Nicola, just a few people would like to see your feet. So do you think you could go back a little bit? People would like to see your feet on the floor.
My feet are so beautiful.
That's it. That's it. Brilliant. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You got enough of my head. You lose my hands, but never mind. Oh, where was I? Let's just recap. That just took me out of that space. Feet on the floor. Look at my feet. Hello, feet. I put white socks on, especially. Feet on the floor. Feel your body. Have a sense of your physical being and connect to the belly, the Tantian. Oh, and while I've broken the rhythm, let's say what a Tantian is. In Chinese, it means the cinnabar field. Cinnabar is a beautiful red crystal, the mercury sulfide, if those of you know your chemistry. Beautiful red crystal, and it's got that idea of this is where we keep the treasure. The beautiful red crystals deep in the belly, deep in the heart. We open the middle Tantian. And I was just talking about the upper Tantian. So we're going to do a little exercise to get us in touch with that Shen. So reach your hands down. Imagine scooping into the earth. Bring the chi also from heaven into that diamond shape. Imagine beaming chi into the very center of your mind. So chi from the universe, chi from the earth. Let's do it a couple of times. Gather chi from the earth and heaven, beam it into the mind. Start to have a sense that the mind can be spacious, wide like the sky. Gather chi from the earth and heaven into the mind. Connect to your third eye. Last one. Gather some chi. Bring it into your mind. Beautiful. Okay. Stay with that feeling and keep your attention deep in your third eye just for a moment. Maybe think about the moon or the sunlight or the stars, the whole cosmos, that sense of connecting to everything. And see if you can also feel your feet and also get a sense of everyone else doing this. Look at my feet, those of you who wanted to see them. Look at my crown. I also like to imagine wearing a crown, just get that sense of connecting to it. Okay, so that's an introduction to the 3 Tantian. We're going to tune into the 5 elements and recap that 3 Tantian with each of them. I'm going to start with earth. Imagine a ball of earth in your hands. Beautiful ball of earth. So I live in Bristol near the Severn estuary. We've got loads of mud. You can think of a big ball of mud. There's a beautiful poem by Miriam Darlington about angels. I can't remember exactly. This is a paraphrase of the end. How do angels come? It's called. How do angels come? They don't come on a beam of light. They come up out of the earth, up through the rivers, made of mud, spitting earth and poetry. I love that poem. Okay, imagine holding that earth. If mud you don't like the idea, you can have honey or food or anything earthy that works for you. Always change it to what works for you. That is the best way to do this. And we're going to just do a simple exercise connecting to the front of the body, where the earth meridians are. Try not to think about them as lines. Just think of the whole of the front of your body. Roll that mud or the earthy or honey, beautiful golden light, paint down into the earth. Gather the earth, roll it up the front of the body. So you can really feel the whole of your front being painted. You know, the colors like sienna is the color of mud outside sienna. So just rolling the chi of earth over the front of your body. We'll do a couple more of those. Gather the chi. Really feel the front of you. Feel your feet in the mud. Feel the sense of your physical earth energy working. Come back to holding the ball. I have done swallowing sunshine, so you really feel the internal part of the digestion. That also works. You want to take a mouthful of sunshine right now? Not very sunny here in Bristol, though. Okay, take your attention, your earthy attention to your heart. And this is all about giving and receiving hugs. Oh, in this corona time, we're getting quite good at doing 2-meter hugs. So imagine hugging someone you can't actually see lately, and also receive a hug from them. Imagine receiving a hug. Shas people tend to be better at giving than receiving, so just do a couple more big imaginary hugs. Hug that person. We're going to do this exercise that I love, dancing with an angel. So imagine hugging your partner. The bottom elbow goes first, and it's just like wave hands in clouds. Dancing with the immortal, it's called. Dance this way. You can step with it if you want, especially now you can see my feet. Dancing with the immortal. Those of you with a Sufi, it can be a beloved, it can be an angel, it can just be waving hands in clouds, but with a sense of a hug inside that. It's called dancing with the immortal. The way to get it is that the lower elbow is leading. Sorry, when I look at the screen, I confuse myself. Too much zooming. I've been zooming for 6 years. Okay, come back to just giving and receiving a hug. And see if you can feel that chi field. The quality, dancing with an angel, dancing with your beloved, dancing with your gran that you haven't seen all year. Whatever it is, get a sense of that, giving and receiving a hug. And notice how different it is to when we painted the body with mud or got in touch with the earth on the front of the body. Okay, we're going to come back to our spleen diamond. I'm just going to do this as a standing. So if this feels hard on your shoulders, just drop the arms and imagine. So you've got a diamond above your head. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway. Imagine the light in your mind. And this is our Shen connecting to everything. So the Shen of the earth is the Yi. And it's that idea of how do you understand the power greater than yourself? So I did quite a lot of work with the recovery movement the last couple of years. And getting people to connect to that is a huge part of people's healing. How do we understand that power greater than ourselves? One of the things I do in the Qigong for them is just go, well, we're a human being on this planet, one of billions of humans. And we're in a planet in the Milky Way, that's our galaxy. All those stars you see, some of them also have planets. And then there are as many galaxies in the cosmos as stars that we can see. That's in a bright night, not in London where you can only see a few. Okay, so how do you connect? Maybe the divine, maybe a goddess, maybe the source, maybe everything, maybe the unconditional love of the universe. Your words. So the energy of earth, just hold that in a ball for a moment. And now we're dropping into the energy of metal. So metal has a lot to do with air. So you're holding a ball of air. You really are holding a ball of air right here. I'm gonna have a little less feet so you can have my hands above the head. Still got feet. Still got feet. Cool. I can see if that comes up. Beautiful. Hold a ball of air. And in the symbology, we call it metal, but it's always written as gold if you write the kanji, if you write the ideogram. So it's the preciousness. And air is really precious for us. So we're going to do some breathing exercises. We're going to do this really simple breath from Shibashi Set 1. Open your arms, breathe in, have a sense that your ribs are there with this. Breathe out. Retain the preciousness. So as you push down, you're keeping the oxygen, you're keeping the chi from the breath. In your own rhythm, breathe in, open to the breath of heaven. Breathe out. Breathe out what you don't need and keep the breath of heaven. Keep the chi. In your own speed, in your own rhythm. Really feel the breath. Feel your feet on the floor. Keep a little bounce in your legs. Good Qigong practice. Open the body, the full body breathing, and retain the precious chi, the gold of the breath, the treasure of your breath. Open. As your hands come together, you can even open the alagun points. Open your palace of calm and bring the chi in your hands as well as with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice how it feels. Notice what you can feel right now. It's different to roll in the mud, isn't it? It's different. We've got a breathy chi field. Quite physical, especially if you're doing really deep breathing. And there's really good research about doing about 10 seconds. So if you can do it to the count of 5, and breathe out to the count of 5, you're sort of activating the theta in your brain. Bit of silence. Let's do a few more deep breaths. Breathe in, open to the breath of heaven. Breathe out, and as you breathe out, you retain the preciousness of that breath. I'm going to do 3 more. Smile as you do it. Really receive the chi. Last one. Lovely. Notice how that feels. I'm going to stay with the breathing. We're going to take the intention a little bit more up to the heart. We're going to do the change air from the Vietnamese 8 strands. Big breath in, open, step to the side. And as you breathe out, you can really make it an out breath. Another good reason that you're on your own, so we've got no dangerous particles. Breathe in, big breath in, and breathe out, letting go. Really having a sense of that, receiving what you love and breathing out what you don't need. Breathe in and letting go. A few more. Breathe in and let go. Let's do a few more changing air, but have a sense of that letting go. Last one. Bring your hands to your heart. Think of the people and the things that you treasure. Letting go would be easy if you didn't laugh. But we need to laugh. It's the greatest thing. So that sense of treasure is also here in our heart. My dad used to say, friends are gold. They're more important than all the gold in the world. Love your friends. And does that feel different to when you were just breathing back then? So taking it up to a more emotional, but it's the same sort of energy. And I'm going to keep my hands on my heart. The Shen of metal, the Po, the mortal soul. So when we connect to our life and our death and our life, we only have this one life. There's only going to be one Nicola like me. You might say few. But it means it's an entreaty that we live the best life we can. So take a few deep breaths and just have a connection to your life, your mortality. This is the one life you have in this body. So live it, so love it. Enjoy your life. It's all those practices of walking with death by your side. And the intention is to make use of every moment. Take a deep breath. Come back to holding a ball of air. Smile. Let the energy of metal go. Coming into the energy of water. Imagine a beautiful ball of water. I'm going to do one of my favorite Qigong exercises. It's called the water wheel. So you might want to have a little bit of a wider stance. Rub your kidneys for a moment. Put your hands on your kidneys. Drop one hand and you're going to imagine standing by a beautiful sea or a lake or a sacred well. Scoop the water, splash it over the body. And you can have your hand on one kidney or across the lower back. Both kidneys and Ming Men. So a water wheel does everything on the packet. It exercises the water meridians, the lower back, gives us a sense of water, and it's that endless flow of water, the water wheel, turning as the river turns. Splash the water, activate the chi in your body. Really feel the bones, your feet on the floor, the lower back moving. Let's do one more this side. Splash the water. Both hands on the kidneys. Change sides. Drop the other hand. Scoop the water. I'm going to have the chalice well. Glastonbury. Beautiful water. Turning, splashing through the body. Make it your own exercise. See where you're feeling this in the body. Keep the knees soft. Lower back opening and moving, lengthening. Purifying the body as you splash water over it. Let's do a couple more of those. Splash. Beautiful. Bring the hands to the kidneys. Maybe step back in if you had a big wide stance. Feel your body. What does your body feel now? Open the lower back a little bit. I'm going to stay with that feeling of the back. I'm going to rob this from yoga. I'm going to do the warrior pose. So you're just going to step out to one side, a little bit of a bent knee, and lift up the arms. Don't lift them up too high if it feels difficult. Feel the stretch from the back heel to the wrists, to the top of your head, look out of your eyes, feel that alignment. Have a sense of coming into that sense of courage. Do it both sides, of course. We'll do it a few times. So spiritual warrior, the warrior pose, that sense of courage, will, the ability to go forward. Feel the strength in your body. And release. Something we all need, there's a lot of fear about at the moment. So just feel that alignment from the back of your heel on the behind you, hands lifting up, chest lifting, spine long, back of the neck long, look out of your eyes and release. Let's do a couple more each side. I've got this one and then a couple more each side. Feel your spiritual warrior. Feel empowered. Keep your feet on the ground. Feel that courage. So the emotion here, we've got fear and courage. My last one, my spiritual warrior pose. Release, come into standing. Notice how the energy feels there, in that place. All of the heart stuff is a transition. It's always changing. I've been reading a lot about the 3 cauldrons that sort of match the Tanchen, the lower cauldron, the energy that we're born with. The middle cauldron is about turning of the emotions, fear to courage, courage to fear. That cauldron is always turning, joy to sorrow, sorrow to joy. And spirit of water. Stand in your easy standing pose. Feel your energy in your kidneys. Feel tall. Feel your spiritual warrior still there. This is our Z, the energy of our ancestors. This is our biological destiny. We are created. I just said we've got this one life. This is the path we chose with this one life. Just have a sense of your parents, your biological parents, your biological grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, all the history of the people behind you, your tribe, your tribes, the humans, and even back into history. We're created like this. And he's making the best of that. Come back to holding a bowl of water. Soften into the water. And out of the water grows the wood. And in macrobiotics, they tend to call it the tree energy. And I sort of like that because it gives you more feet. Sorry, drifted forwards, you couldn't see my feet. So holding a ball of tree. I like the word tree because it's more living. So we're holding a ball of the energy of green, all the green plants, all the energy that grows, all the oxygen that's made by the plants. Oh, there's a beautiful Qigong exercise we're going to do now called standing like bamboo. It's a really free-form exercise. Let your feet become bamboo roots and you're just blowing in the wind. So just let yourself move however you want to move right now. You can let the arms take a place in that, or you can just drift a small bit of drifting. I've taught this and some of the students have said it's like seaweed grabbing onto a rock. So if that works for you, it's all plants. Standing like a bamboo. You don't want your feet too far apart for this because you want to get that feeling that the legs are moving, blowing in the wind. Just drifting, turning. Feel the strength in your feet. Feel the freedom to move any which way you want. You can have a really big storm if you need a bit of movement. You can slow it down and it can just be a sunny day and you're a piece of bamboo growing. Stretch out the sides if you want to do a sort of really woody thing. Those of you know your meridians, all of you know your meridians. Do what feels right for you with the wood and the chi and the trees. Energy of tree blowing in the wind. Energy of a piece of bamboo, completely flexible, hugely strong. Oh, in Tokyo they used bamboo. They didn't use scaffold poles made of metal, they used bamboo. So they could be flexible in the earthquakes. Even way up on their skyscrapers, they use bamboo. Okay, just a little bit more, letting your bamboo come to a stop. Feel that, feel what your body feels like now. Piece of bamboo, your feet probably feel really rooted, very tree, grounded into the earth, able to grow every which way. My sister used to say my aura was a bit like a load of brambles. And at the time I was a bit insulted, I wanted a beauty. Now I'm really happy. Have you seen a stop motion of a bramble growing? Their energy goes out every which way till they're happy. Okay, so that's the physical aspect of wood, some sort of freedom of movement, everything relaxed and open. I'm going to get in touch with the art aspect, the chi part of wood. And like I say, these are a rainbow, they move in between each other. So we do this exercise. Hands come up like a tree growing in primary school. Bring the energy of tree through your trunk, right down through your roots. Imagine your roots going right down, lifting up your branches, growing like a huge tree now. Not a piece of bamboo, the biggest tree in the forest. And the next time your arms come up, they get stopped. So your arms coming up, they get stopped. And just feel that frustration that, ooh, something stopped my movement. I wanted to do this lovely qigong round and round, but no. And just then use your flexibility of the bamboo, move around it, be like a bramble, move around it, find your way, and continue the tree form, making your tree shape. They go both ways. You can go whichever way you like. Beautiful. Have a sense of that, the creative energy of growing into your space. Let your hands drop, stand like a tree. Another classic qigong exercise. Going to tune into our hun. So Carola Beresford Cook talks about the hun as what comes for 5 generations after us. I tend to believe that the hun is the part of us that is connected to the life on the planet. So what comes after us is also part of the chi of the world. So standing as a tree, tuning into, maybe through your microrhizomes, through the connection we have with each other, humanness, us as just on our, together with our hun, the energy of our life force going around. And it's very different to our ancestral chi that comes through our DNA and our biology. This is our path. Our hun leads us on our path, our spiritual path, what we need to do today. Our connection to now. Smile. Stand like a tree. Be part of the forest. Beautiful. Come back to holding a ball of tree. Just a moment of tree energy. Maybe if you want to draw something down. And wood burns. You come to the energy of fire. Holding a ball of fire in front of your heart, a smaller ball. Could be a candle, could be the energy of a candlelight, could be the fire burning in the grate. Not a great fire. Could be a fire that you've got outside. The energy of fire. So we did this a little bit when we did the heart. I'm going to do the same exercise, but first we're going to get in touch with our beating heart, running on the spot. So just running on the spot, whatever feels good for you, get your heart beating, move your arms around. If you can do star jumps are good. Oh, there's a little legs. Running on the spot, running on the spot. Get your heart beating. We're going to do 30 more seconds. Oh my God. Get your heart beating, get your blood moving. Run, 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 run. I'll call that 10 seconds. A little bit more, a little bit faster. We're in the middle of it. Some of you will be going really fast. I'm starting to slow down. Let's go out 20 seconds. Oh, feel your heart slowing down. 3 more seconds. Just coming to stop. Feel your heart. Oh, again, I've got my heart beating. Feet gone. Feet back. Smile. Feel your heartbeat. How does your body feel now? With your heart beating and your blood moving? Sort of warm, sort of vigorous, sort of alive. That's how I feel. Anything you feel is yours and is right for you. It's all fine. We're going to come back to the healing form arms. Connect to your heart, hands open like a scroll. Lift into the heavens. Bring the chi of heaven down to your heart. Open like a scroll. Soften. Have a sense that you're really reaching out. This is the posture of transformation and openness, connected to each other. Into the sky. Connect to heaven. Again, however you conceptualize that. Sort of putting the heart protector open. Heart. Connect to the divine. Let's do a few of those. Open. Don't look at the screen. Look at the green dot. Open. Do a couple more. Just have a sense of bringing chi to that lovely fire in your heart. Do one more. Draw down the chi of heaven. Hold a ball of fire next to your heart. How does the energy feel now? Completely different, but also similar to when we did running on the spot. Still got that rosy feeling. And smile. And release. Hold your ball of fire. Going to connect to the Shen of Shens. So the heart Shen is that part of spirit that brings all the others together, that embodies our spirituality. Is the love of the universe living in us? What do you call it? How do you name the Shen of Shens? Our heart Shen. Our fiery spirit, our passions, and something that demands a connection to it, something higher than ourselves, something greater than ourselves. The unconditional love of the universe manifest in us. Ooh, whatever. Hold that ball of fire. Just kind of review them. So, bringing in the mud, the earth, the fruits of the world. Breathe that in. So, reviewing the 5 elements. It's just holding a ball of chi. Still going into a more meditative place, so have a wriggle and a shake if you need to. If you want to sit down, this is a good time to sit down. I'm going to do the review and I'm going to do the 3 stars to finish. I'm going to hold the ball of earth, have a sense of that physicality, the groundedness. Have a sense of the love, the hug, the sharing, the giving and receiving. Have a sense of how you understand spirit, whatever that is for you. It's a big and convoluted and unfinishable question because it's part of faith. We don't know. Everybody can say, oh, spirit's exactly this. They're having enough trouble with chi. Okay. Into the mud comes the air, the breath of life. Ooh, I'm making a golem. You know, the mud person made by breath. So a ball of energy also includes our breath, our life force, the treasure out of the air, the metal, the prize, precious metal, enlivening the mud. And a bit more water, let the mud flow. The movement of the chi within the mud. It's not a rock, it's a living thing. So feel the water flowing, forever flowing through us. Through our bones, through our destiny, the water energy. And so we've got mud and air and water, the plants start to grow. One of the things I love about plants is when I see them growing between the cracks in the pavement. When you see a buddleia in full flower on the top of a skyscraper. Plants just grow. Give them a bit of mud, a bit of air, and a bit of water. You'll have a plant. So feel the power of that wood energy, the creative energy to grow on a ledge, to grow in your garden, to grow in your soul. Wood, freedom of expression, free creative energy, unfrustrated growing. Feel that with the fire. The Shen, the spirit of the living things, the fire of life. Whoa, you might be holding a planet, volcanoes and all. Or a human with blood coursing in its veins. Draw that energy in, bring the energy into your Tanchen, into your treasure house. Beautiful. Have a stretching you on if you want. Going into the 3 stars exercise. This is one of my favorite Qigong exercises. You didn't need to see my feet, did you? I didn't really move. This again is just standing. We're going to do a gesture of gathering. If you're sitting or lying, you can also do this equally well. Gesture of gathering to the belly, to the lower Tanchen, to the temple of the body. Receive chi. Hold that energy. Really receive the energy into your physical body, the temple of your body. Feet on the earth, head in the clouds. Lower Tanchen heavy, center of your gravity. Place you receive your food. Place transformation, the cauldron of life. Make a gesture, gathering, connect to the heart. Connect to your middle Tanchen, the place that's the center of your chi body, the center of your emotional body, the center of your ki body, the center of your energy. This can extend around you, feel the room you're in, especially if you're at home. It can reach out. It's completely changing every moment. Cauldron that turns. Joy to sorrow, sorrow to joy. So these cauldrons that I've referred to come from the Druidic system. There's a whole lot of stuff. There's a poem called The Cauldron of Poesy that gives you all this. If you want to look into that, some more Celtic energy centers. So the tension that turns, the center of your energy body. Temple of your key. Gather to the mind. Let's use the diamond again. Bring the chi into your mind. The upper tension. So sort of third eye in the mind, but could be the crown as well. Gather the chi into your temple of the mind, the temple of the Shen. And this is the part of you that goes into the multidimensional. Let's stretch up. Do the laughing Buddha pose. So hands up to the ceiling or the sky, heels to the sky. Heels of the hands to the sky. Heels of the feet to the earth. Maybe step a little bit so you're fully embodied in the middle. Release the shoulders, release the arms. And just pay a bit more attention to the upper tension. Let's circle through. Gather chi to the belly. Breathe it in. Gather chi to the heart. Breathe it in. Gather chi for the upper tension, for your Shen. Let's soften the shoulders so you don't have to hold the pose. Feel the diamond in your forehead. Smile. Notice your feet. We're all standing on the same planet. So just be aware of the light of each other around the world. Definitely got a power of light in Norwich. All around. People connecting. So people doing this workshop, but also people doing other chi work around the world, shining. And maybe this diamond are the diamonds in Indra's net. When I was first told the story of Indra's net, I was told it as Indra being a goddess. But you know those Hindu gods and goddesses, they're very gender fluid. Carol always says, have you got Indra as a god yet? And yeah, so Indra is a god or a goddess who created the fabric of earth, the net of earth. And each of us are one of the diamonds or pearls that they sewed into the corners of each of them. Just for a moment, have a sense of our light shining and being reflected with each other. Take a moment, see if you can tune into that. I can really feel you out there. It's wonderful. This is what I meant about not being a tourist. Looking at me on the screen, you have no idea. And I know that most of you who are partaking can get this. We're part of the fabric of the world. We're in the multi-dimensional. Again, however you name that, we're part of Indra's net. We're a diamond, shining bright in the fabric of our planet. Okay, laughing Buddha pose. Stretch up. Heels to the sky. Smile. The laughing Buddha wasn't actually a Buddha, he was a disciple, but he laughed so much he got the title of laughing Buddha. Let's do this once again. I'll do it a little bit less talking. You use your own words and imagination. Gather to the lower tension. Gather to your belly. Gather for your body. Do a few deep breaths. One breath for your physical body. See the breath. Gather for your heart. Fingers gently pointing at your heart. Receive for your chi body, temple of your chi, your energy, your emotional body. all of you. And it goes all the way through. These are not onion skins, these are light. Deep breaths for your whole energetic. Beautiful. And a similar gesture, gather chi for the mind. Keep your shoulders really relaxed. Imagine the light coming into your mind wide like the sky. Temple of your Shen, all your Shens. Temple of your spirit. Receive chi and let your diamond shine bright. Let your diamond shine and be part of the fabric. Smile. Release your hands if you want. See chi. Let your diamond shine bright. Carve the web, the net of humanity. Beautiful. And stretch out. Connect to the heavens. Smile. Release your arms. Have a sense of connecting to the earth. With your feet on the earth. And step away from the practice. Finish by just getting in touch with your body. Bring yourself back. Note down anything you want to. Beautiful. Thank you all so much for joining me. Come and see what's going on the writing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I loved it, Nicola.
Excellent.
Oh, the mud thing really did it for me, though. The mud thing.
I love the mud. I love that
the mud thing. That was just so great. Look at all the hearts you're getting and all the thank yous.
Thank you, everyone.
It was a great session. Yeah, I really appreciated it, and I was glad to be able to join in for the whole. It was a perfect balance for the rest of the morning, which has been a lot of talking and everything. It was really great to do something. Look at that. You're getting floods and floods of hearts and thank yous. Look at that.
Any questions? Will you give?
Are there any questions? I don't think there are any questions, are there? We've just got like a couple of minutes left.
Yeah. And please, maybe I should do it. I'll just put my email on there.
Yeah, you can put your email on the chat.
I'll put my
if
email.
anyone wants to contact you. There'll be a forum, obviously, once we get all the video recordings online and stuff like that. So
great.
And wait a minute, Nicola, do you do any Zoom classes? I love it.
Yes, I do. If I'll try and write my email properly. I'll do the whole email this time. If you email me, I will send you links to the Zoom class.
Oh, that's very generous. Yeah. In fact, I'm sure I could probably do that for you, Nicola, unless you wanted to just do that, just put it in the chat. Oh, you've done it. Yes, there we go. nicola.ley@gmail.com. Yeah, there we are. There it is. Right there.
I do a Zoom Qigong class. It's 1 hour. It's 10 o'clock on Monday mornings.
10 o'clock on Monday mornings. That's 10 o'clock UK time, right?
UK time, yeah.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. There we are. You see? I'm sure you'll get some more.
Yeah. And the other question I was going to ask you, Cliff, is can we put the recording on the Shiatsu College online?
Yeah, you can put it on anywhere. It's open, open access.
I would like that.
So, yeah, of course, we'll send you a copy as soon as we download it and chop it up and get it ready. Oh, great. What a lovely morning. It's so lovely to see you.
And so lovely to see you. I'm so glad you enjoyed the mud.
It was great.
Yeah.
I thought of you, especially because you're an artist, a visual artist as well. I could just imagine that,
Yeah.
the paint, I thought paint was good too, but the mud, I was like, oh my God, I can feel mud between my hands. And I just thought, that's just such a contrast, isn't it? Because you just think of chi and, it's also sort of airy-fairy. It's like, no, I've got mud here now, a great lump of it. And then putting it right down the stomach channel was just so great. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
And also I just thought it's interesting how different ones resonate with you, obviously, depending on what you need, isn't it?
Yeah,
like some of them, they're really hard. You can't, and others are like, whoa, trees, I can feel trees. And,
Steve's saying water wheel is best for me.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone probably found
different ones, of course. Yeah.
What's mood? Asked Biggie. It's mud, not mood. It's mud. Sorry, I'll just write it in capitals for you. It's mud. What's that in German? Can anyone translate mud? Mud into German? Anyone? There must be some German people out there who can translate there. There we are. Schlamm.
Schlamm. Of course, it's
Schlamm or Gatsch. Mutter. There's obviously, that's like German for you. There's probably at least six different yeah, they want this mud bit at the end of the session. We'll definitely put that in the thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, good. Okay, right. Well, we must break for lunch now. Thank you so much.
Lovely to see you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I'll send you the phone.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay.
Oh, do you just log
off now? I'll put the lunch slide up. Save the planet, eat plant-based. And in an hour's time, we've got Nick Pole and Margot Rossi. Margot's actually broadcasting from America, so it's like kind of exciting. We're going to have them connecting up across the Atlantic. It's a great thing about the internet. Really enjoyed this morning. What a fantastic contrast we've had. Really enjoyed. I hope you've enjoyed it too. And yeah, we'll see you in 1 hour for Nick Pole and Margot. Listening like water. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, great. So see you later.